Hi, I'm Rob Terry, and I want to speak to female betrayed partners in this video to give you an overview of the Karuna Healing Women's Program, an 8-week intensive program designed for women healing from betrayal trauma. I speak to men every day about betrayal trauma and relationship repair, but I'm aware as I speak to you about betrayal trauma that you don't need me to mansplain to you about betrayal trauma. I created the structure for this program, but our program is designed by women, run by women, for women. But please allow me to share a little bit about our vision and how this program came together and fits together with the men's program and overall what we're doing. Our vision has been to create a system where couples can heal together. For many years, and unfortunately still very present today, betrayed partners' needs have been an afterthought in many porn and sex addiction recovery programs. I hear from my clients quite often that their wives are very leery of entering into any kind of mutual healing work, couples work, or to be involved in their husband's recovery program in any way because they've tried in the past and they were told by their husband's therapist they need to stop being angry, they need to stop being difficult, stop interfering, support their husband's recovery because his sobriety is all that matters. Let's walk on eggshells and be the perfect wife so he doesn't get his fragile ego hurt that might harm his sobriety, right? And if my men are listening here, I'm sorry for the harsh words, but we can own it. It's true. Many of us have taken that kind of narcissistic approach in the past. Now we know better, we do better. So in response to this, there's been a movement acknowledging betrayal trauma and creating understanding and wonderful healing programs. For example, ITAP's Certified Partner Trauma Therapist program, the APSAT's Multidimensional Partner Trauma Model program, great authors and therapists like Stephanie Carnes, Barbara Steffen, Mari Lee, Carol Jurgensen Sheets, Vicky Tidwell Palmer, Michelle May, Sherry Keffer, among many others. I'm showing here on the screen many of the programs and books that have gone into this program. These trauma-informed partner-sensitive programs are needed, and there's a challenge. When a husband's in one recovery program and his wife is in a totally different approach, sometimes these different frameworks pull them apart rather than bring them together. So our vision is to have separate programs, porn and sex addiction recovery for men, betrayal trauma program for women, that are each gold standards for individual recovery work while aligning the psychoeducation and the healing approaches. Karuna Healing is really based in IFS. IFS, Internal Family Systems, was transformational for me in my recovery. I learned for the very first time, instead of fighting and hating my parts and switching back and forth between these two compartmentalized parts, I could learn to be curious about them, have compassion for them, and integrate these parts into a healed whole self. In our men's program that's applying mindfulness, acceptance and commitment therapy, and CBT principles into this IFS framework has been very successful. Not just in sexual behavior recovery, but in attachment security, relationship maturity, learning to regulate our emotions, healing our toxic shame, and moving from what many of us from being an angry, frustrated person to a calm, non-reactive, peaceful person. IFS is fabulous for trauma recovery, and, and it's just as powerful in betrayal trauma healing as it is in addiction recovery healing. So we brought in Angie Doel, an IFS betrayal trauma therapist, and she took the structure of our men's program and adapted it specifically for betrayed women, pulling in the best of betrayal trauma research, attachment theory, IFS, ACT, and EMDR, somatic and nervous system regulation work. This program gives you shared language and skills to talk about recovery together. You'll both be developing a mindfulness practice, both be understanding how your trauma has caused different parts to take on different jobs, both be doing inner child work, reparenting work. You'll both be understanding and befriending and healing your inner critic part. Both be delving into childhood where some of these parts got started doing these jobs. Both be understanding attachment security and your attachment styles and how those are playing against each other, and working towards earned secure attachment. So that shared learning and shared language is very powerful in couples healing. And it also satisfies that need that many betrayed partners have of needing to understand her husband's recovery program is sufficient and strong enough to help him truly recover. It's very frustrating for a betrayed partner to ask her husband about his recovery and get answers that feel confusing or inadequate. This program brings you right into his healing program in a way that you have confidence in what he's doing, but you're staying separate enough that you both have the space to heal. And you might be thinking, why should I be the one doing the work? He's the one who cheated. He's the one who broke trust. He should be doing the work, not me. And you're right. This isn't about fixing you. You're not the problem. This is about healing the damage that betrayal caused. And I'm sorry that you got put in a position where you need to do healing work to fix something you didn't cause. And this is good work. IFS work leads to internal peace, confidence, self-compassion, and attachment security. So the women's 8-week program is patterned exactly after the men's program. Starts with a very robust and thorough assessment process, understanding your unique profile of which aspects of betrayal trauma are affecting you the most, understanding your attachment security and styles, understanding how your betrayal trauma has affected your mental health. And that leads to a 50-page report that gives you insights into yourself and helps us build a customized plan to meet your needs. The full program includes weekly group therapy led by Angie, betrayal trauma therapist, and options for individual therapy with a trained betrayal trauma therapist that will do IFS, ACT, and EMDR to help you process trauma, learn emotion regulation and stabilization skills, and guide you through the process of evaluating your situation and where you want to go from here. And we have the self-learning self-therapy portal with over 12 hours of video content, 30 plus lessons designed to give you all the important psychoeducation about both betrayal trauma, to understand yourself, sex addiction psychoeducation, to understand your partner and be able to make decisions for yourself, and self-guided exercises and homework to help the group therapy and individual therapy be optimally effective. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. We're passionate about helping couples and individuals heal and recover from porn and sex addiction and betrayal trauma.